In the previous classes of maths, we had studied about digits. Then we had also learned how to write in figures. Then how to write the number name. And we had clearly understood the concept of place value. Today, we will study and understand before and after numbers, expanded form of numbers, comparing numbers. So let's start our class with the topic before and after numbers. Now look at these two numbers. Now here you can see right in the first place there is a blank given, and on the second place a number is given. Same here with this one also. First we have got a blank to be filled in, and second we got a number. Now you can see an arrow here. Now this arrow is actually to guide us that what should come before this number. So before number means in before number the number is the given number, and before, that means what comes before the given number. Now here we have got the given number is 123. So what will come before, that means in front of the given number. So you know, in your smaller class you must have studied about backward counting. You remember backward counting? Yeah. So in case of before numbers, do the backward counting. So like 123, so 122. Clear? Same way. Here the given number is 160. Again do the backward counting. 160, then 159. So in this way, by doing the backward counting, we will solve the questions of before numbers. Solve with me these two sums. Now here it is 114. Now we got a blank in front of the given number. That means this is the case of the before number. So here it is 114. Do the backward counting. 114, 113. Similarly, for this number 132. Same, do the backward counting. 132, 131. Now we come to the next category, that is after numbers. Now in order to get, first of all you will observe that in case of the after numbers, the given number will be placed in the first position, and the required answer, that is the blank, will be given after the numbers. Here, so in the first position we got the given numbers, and in the next place you will find a blank. So this is the case of the after numbers. So in case to solve the after numbers sums, we will do the normal counting. You know, the normal way you do the counting, like 1, 2, 3, 4, similarly the same way. So after 129, what comes? 130. Got it? Same way, after 184, what comes? 185. Simple, no children? Yeah. Come on, do this sum with me. 163 Then after 163, 164. Now 103, after counting 103, what will come? 104. Got it, children? So here we finish the concept of before numbers and after numbers. So children, when a question is given to solve the question of before numbers, so keep in mind to do backward counting, and when the question is given to solve the after numbers, then do the normal counting and then solve the questions. Now we come to the next category, that is expanded form of numbers. Here you will find that I have written a number before you, and along with the numbers I have written the places of the numbers, like 4 is in ones place, 5 is in tens place, and 1 is in hundredths place. So manually we know, manually means without writing, we know that 4 is ones, 5 is tens, 1 is hundredths. But when it comes to write, how to write? So when any question comes about like to write the particular number in the expanded form, so you should follow this method or pattern which I'll be telling. The same thing you will find in the textbook too. So 1, we know 1 is in hundredths place. So instead of writing the spelling, we will write the number, the place value in numbers, like 1, hundredths. 1 was 100, so 100. This will be H. Don't forget to write the plus sign, because in the expanded form we give this mark, the symbol we give, okay? So plus, and then 5 is tens. Now tens means you should have 1 0, tens, okay? So it will be 50, and since 4 is ones, means one single number, so got it? So 1 was in hundredths place, so in the expanded form 100. Okay, now 5 was in tens place, so in the number form 50. Now 4 was in ones place, single number, so because it's ones, so 1. So in terms of writing the particular number in terms of place value, so we can write it in like this, like 1 is in the hundredths place. So instead of writing the spelling, we have written the numbers, the place value is 100. Now 5 is in the tens place, so 50, and 4 is in the ones place, so 4. Now if we add all these three numbers, like 0 plus 0, 4, so answer is 4. 0 plus 5, 5. 1, nothing is there, so 1 will be brought down 1, so 154, 154. Got it, children? Suppose we have to solve this number. Solving means we have to give the place value to these individual numbers, and in the end we have to cross check whether the values which we have given in addition, is it coming the same. So 1, its place value is 100. 6, its place value is 60. Now keep in mind, when you are placing the numbers one after the other, keep in mind that you should start the corner number, that means the last number should start from the first number. Now in the first we have the ones here, so should be under the ones. Then as the numbers are there, we have to keep on writing. Okay, so now 6 is the 60. Now 0 is at the ones place, ones, so underneath here. Okay, so we can add it here. So 0 plus 0 plus 0. Even if you don't write anything, in case of 0, it will not make any difference, but we will stick to the procedure, we will stick to the rule. So better you write 0 here. So 0 plus 0 plus 0, 0, 0 plus 6, 6, 1, 1, nothing is there, so 160, 160. Clear, children? Now we come to the next topic, that is comparing numbers. Now when we compare the numbers, we make use of these signs: greater than, smaller than, and is equal to. Okay. Now I have given you two numbers, 43 and 9. Now we have to identify which number is greater between both these. Okay, so the trick is very easy. Now this number is one digit number and this is two digit number. One digit number, two digit number. So this is two digits number and this is one digit number. Now you tell me, 2 is greater or 1 is greater? 2 is greater. So that means two digit number is greater than one digit number 9. That means two digit number 43 is greater than one digit number 9. Similarly, here we got three digits number 154, and here we have got two digits number 998. So this is three digit number and this is two digits number. See, three digit number and two digit number. So 3 is greater or 2 is greater? 3. That means three digits. 1, 2, 3. It's two digits. 1, 2. So 3 is greater than 2. That means 154 is greater than 98. Now look at these two numbers. This is also 1, 2, 3, three digits number. This is also 1, 2, 3, three digits number. Now, in the earlier two examples, the difference was clear. But here, we have to do another step, one more step ahead. That is, first of all, identify the digits. So here we have 1, 2, 3, three digits number. Now here also 1, 2, 3, three digits number. So in this case, what we will do? First, we will move to the hundreds place. Now look at the hundreds place of both the numbers. Here 1 is at the hundreds place, and here also 1 is at the hundreds place. Now 1, 1, both are equal, so we can't identify which number is greater. So we will move to the tens place. Hundreds we have seen, it's equal, so we will move to the tens place. Now in tens place we have got 4, and in this number we got 6. So 4 in this number 4 is at tens place, and in this number 6 is at tens place. So 4 is greater or 6 is greater? 6 is greater. That means 6 is bigger than 4. That means this entire number is greater than this number 153. Now look at this number 168, 165. Now follow the same pattern, the rule. Hundreds place, look at the hundreds places of both the numbers. Here is 1. Here also we have got the number 1. So both are equal, so we can't identify. Then move to the tens place. That means the next number. This is also 6. Here in the tens place we got 6. Here also in the tens place we got 6. So here also 6, here also 6. Both are equal, so again we can't identify which number is the greater. Now come to the ones place. Now look at the ones place. Now in the ones place we have got 8 in this number and number 5 in ones place in this number. So now just compare. 8 is greater or 5 is greater? Yes, 8 is greater. That means 8 is greater than 5. That means this whole number is greater than this number. That means 168 is greater than 165. Now look at this number 158, 158. Simple. Hundreds place 1, hundreds place 1. Both are equal. Tens place 5, tens place 5. Both are equal. Ones place also 8. Here also ones place 8. That means all are equal. 1, 1, 5, 5. 8, 8. So in that case we will put this sign is equal to this. Suppose you got a question like this. 3 numbers are provided to you, 34, 56 and 74, and you have been told to identify the smallest number. Now suppose if you have to identify the smallest number, it's very simple. Just follow the pattern. Just follow the explanation which I have given you just now. Now identify the digits first. 1, 2. Okay children, so we have to identify the smallest number among these 3 numbers, 34, 56, 74. So what you can do, you can write separately like 34, 56 and 74. So see the tens place of this number 34 is 30. Then the tens place of this number 5 is 50, and the tens place of this is 70. So 30, 50, 70. So the greatest number amongst 30, 50, 70, the greatest we can see is the 70. So this will be the first. Okay, then after 70, the next number which is smaller, next number smaller to 70 is 50. So 50 will be in the second place, and the number which is smallest to the given first and second number is 30. So this is 30 is the last number. Now 30 means 30 tens, no, 3 tens, sorry. So 3, this number. So this number we got as the smallest number. So we will get according to the maximum to the minimum. We have got the equation somewhat like this. Because 7 was the greatest, so 74 is the greatest. Then smaller to 74 is 56. Now 34 or 56 is greater to 34. So 74 is the greatest and 34 is the smallest. 34 as the smallest number and 74 is the biggest. In mathematical language, we won't use this word biggest, but we use the greatest number. So I'll rub and write greatest. Got it, children? Now suppose you got the numbers somewhat like this, like 1, 2, 3. Out of these 3, one number is 3 digits numbers, then the remaining are of 2 digits. So it's very clearly we can identify that 154 is the greatest because 2 digits and this is 3. So 3 digit is greater than the 2 digits. So 154 is the greatest. Now, so this is solved. Now we have to check which number is smaller to this number. That means which number comes, so this is in the first place, so which number comes in the second place. So again 2 digits, so tens place. So in this number tens place is 2. Here we got 4. So 2 is greater or 4 is greater? 4 is greater. So that means 48 is smaller to 154 but greater to 24. So that means first 154, second 48 and the third place is 24. That's the last one, the smallest one. So 24 is the smallest number. It looks like somewhat like this. See, 154 is greater than 48, then 48 is greater than 24. Understood, children? Now children, I will be giving you practice exercise to be done in your copy. You can continue with the previous one which I gave you in the previous class. You can carry on writing from where you left, and those who are having the test books, so you can do the page numbers. Book pages are 9, 10, 11, 13 and 14. Now since it's 5 pages, so you take your own time. Don't take a burden on your head. You can divide the work, like page number 9 and 10 you can do today, then 11, 13 tomorrow. So as per your convenience you can do the pages. Clear? But the copy work I will be giving you, that has to be done in your rough copy or any other copy. Thank you.